this is year 6 of the Autism Hero Project, and I'm pretty excited about how far we've come in 6 years. But over the last year, we've done quite a few inclusive events. I always remembered that when I used to do plays and Legend was younger, I always wanted Legend to come and see his mom on stage. But I was always fearful that he would either stim or have vocalizations, and he would disrupt the show, and that wasn't possible. Having the opportunity to partner up with the Elgin Children's Theater over the last year has been really awesome, to be able to put on a lot of inclusive events where we have, autistic children attending theater and musicals and plays for the first time.
We had our 3rd event with Elgin Police Department, our
Heroes Unite,
which is always so fun. And this year we had to go inside because of the rain and the cold, but snow. We still made it a huge success. We've also partnered with other police departments. We've supplied sensory kits for their vehicles.
Actually, quite a few now, quite a few different cities. It was a different vibe having to come inside, but we still had some of the outdoor stuff. But it was really cool because it seemed very intimate, but yet loud, and it was on every floor. We even had our autistic rapper who came, and he was rapping.
The kids were dancing.
The kids were dancing. Oh, Ben was having a great time.
Yeah, he was the best dancer.
He was the best dancer.
Ben is 11 years old. Ben is autistic. He was diagnosed at 4. Ben is the sweetest boy ever, although he has a lot of challenges, but he's loving in his own way. He's kind, he's forgiving, he's just a sweet boy.
He's also very silly. He's one of the funniest kids I know. Just great sense of humor. In his own way, he can...
Naughty too, yeah.
A little naughty.
When we started this journey, when he was diagnosed, so it was a tough times, right? Because we didn't know what autism was. I didn't have any community at all. I didn't know who to reach out. None of my families have a kid on the spectrum at that time. Throughout our journey, navigating the journey, I found TACA, and where Jonah is actually one of the members there.
My little angel, Brooke. Sweet, caring, quiet, sassy, sarcastic, funny, and smart little girl. Just warms my heart.
So I feel like Brooke is like a teacher because she's taught me so many things. Really, she's passive, but we discover that she's such a receptive person, more than she can ever express. Because she was sick, she could sit still, had zero attention. So much more than even now. And it was so hard for us to understand how to interact with her. Her siblings found it very difficult to interact with her because she just couldn't get her sensory system regulated in any way.
Pretty much you think about the gamut of autism, at some point Brooke went through it. Her gut, she was just in pain. Right? Her gut was pretty messed up.
She has severe immune dysfunction, and she was in the ER, 4 or 5 times before the age of 8, based on reactions, and that's how we discovered so much of her allergies, both food, environmental, etc., a whole bunch of immune dysfunction.
We struggle with having a child. We have a lot of fertility issues. I've had 5 or 6 miscarriages. He's my only living child. Ben basically was speaking before he was 4, so my pediatrician didn't think he was autistic, and mainly thought it was just sensory processing disorder, but I knew he was.
What letter is this?
Y.
Y. That's right. Yak. That's right, sir.
Since he lacked the communication, regression, totally lost his speech and, his ways of communication, we saw a lot of aggression.
Well, ABA therapy has been awesome for Ben. It's just really, I think he started at age 5. He had a lot of struggles. He had a lot of self-injurious behaviors. just couldn't settle down. And I think the ABA just really helped him just realize those emotions and kind of work through them and everything. And so I think from that, he's grown so much and just being, would you say, like, as a boy, you know, and just like understanding how he felt and understanding how to deal with those emotions and really lessen those behaviors, to those self-injurious behaviors. I think ABA is just a wonderful thing that's his experience for us too. I think as parents, because I think it's helped us be better parents for him in understanding how to communicate with him better than we would have known before.
ABA is the science of learning in my mind. It's the science of learning. It isn't what you learn, it's how you learn. That's what I've learned with some really great, incredible behavior analysts that we've worked with over the years. So it's teaching her own way of how she has to adapt and learn it in the way that she needs to learn it.
That's what you see right now. We had so many doctors and people tell us and come to us. Even one of her top NF doctors had said, I never thought she would walk. Then he comes in and said, I never thought she'd be able to communicate. It's like every time we came in, he's like, what are you guys doing? Because she is progressing. We never thought that would happen.
That's why we still do ABA, because we're still making progress. I'm a strong believer in my child deserves the right to participate in her community. She volunteered at an insurance agency. She volunteers at a resale store. And then when, Vince and I started working out at True Fitness, I asked Mary, I said, hey, my daughter's got some motor delays and she'd really thrive in this, getting more exercise and doing some more voluntary movement, intentional. And as I saw her succeed with Brooke, I was like, we can do this for other kids. There's not many places like this.
One of the things that was really important for me when I created True Fitness was community, which we call Tribe, True Fitness Tribe. And with the Truly Able class, the way they are with each other, it's amazing. The tribe that I've built with them, the community that they have now that they share with each other. If you've got the passion inside of you to want to help the community, then you just got to make it happen.
Include me!
Autistic children are going to become autistic adults. And so being able to offer the Evolving Heroes Scholarship, which, the goal at the end of the day, I think for anyone is, how can they be a contributing member of society? And this is now a pathway to do that. And it's not just limited to college or university. They can follow a talent or a trade or something that they really want to specialize and focus on, and know that we have their back there too.
I was inspired to start my charity to help other people with the same diagnosis as me with music. And what Autism Hero Project does is amazing for this community because it shows us that we're loved no matter what a diagnosis is.
We started an Etsy store because the requests just started coming in. We created this because, I always want Brooke to feel productive. However way we can continue to come up with ideas so that she can be a contributing member of society, and always what we're looking at.
I think the importance of having events or even places in our community that are very inclusive for our children or family members with autism allows them to see that, hey, it's not just an isolation for us. It's just something we can take part of, and there's no judgment. There's no judgment. There's no fear of being ridiculed or criticized or laughed at or just, as difficult as autism is in our family, autism has also given us hope. It's also given us a chance to share our lives. And with our sharing of our own journey, gives that hope to somebody else, allows somebody to see that hope in our own lives.
People with autism are people. Talk to them, don't talk at them. They're in there. They're wanting as bad as you want to talk to them. They want to be able to interact with you. People with autism are the most rewarding. I mean, our daughter, when she walks into a room and she smiles, she takes over the whole room, and she doesn't speak.
The milestones that these autistics have already accomplished and the barriers that they've already broken down to be where they are at today, and that they are still pushing and they're still pushing forward and they're not letting anything stop them. That's why organizations like the Autism Hero Project are so necessary and so needed. The truth is, we only can do this on the back of our heroes. We have a lot of work to do.
We need a lot of funding if we want to change the world.
We can't change the world alone.
Yeah, we need help.
And that's why we need our heroes to unite. And, my favorite saying, right? I wouldn't change my child for the world,
but I would change the world for them. My sweet Blakey, I love you so much. I just want you to know you have taught me to be a more patient mom, a kinder person, a more accepting person. And I just want you to know that I would choose you every single day over and over again. And I would not change a single thing about you. But I do want to give you all the tools so you can be the most successful version of yourself. And that you'll be okay one day when I'm no longer here. I love you.
I love you, legends. You truly are the most legendary kid. And I hope that you realize when you get older, all those times that I wasn't there, I did it in honor of you. Love you.